Okay guys, so here's problem number 1. Now we know that the formula for area is a pi r squared. You use the pi when you're about to rotate a certain region. So we got here our equation and here our f of x. We have to square it for this is our equation, our formula. So if we square our y here, we will get 4 minus 2x plus 1/4 x squared. Now we can input this here. So we get our a is the lower limit, which is given, so 1, and the b is the upper limit, so 2. Now we input the pi and the squared f of x, so we get 4 minus 2x plus 1/4 x squared dx here. Now after this we can find the integral of the equation. So we get here pi, we get 4x minus 2x squared over 2, we just get x squared, plus x squared over 4, we get x cubed over 4 times 3, we get 12 here. No, actually we can make this x1, x2, and now we solve for this equation. So we get pi here, and then so we get just substitute 2, we get here we get 8 minus 4 plus 8/12, and this is equal to just 2/3 here, minus the lower limit, get 4 minus 1 plus 1/12, and now we get to just calculate the values pi here, and this is going to be, when you use a calculator, 19/12. 19/12 pi. So there, 19/12 pi. For our next problem, we will do the same thing. So again, we have our f of x squared. We have to solve this, and by this we get 25 minus x squared. Alright, now we input it to our equation, so we get here the area is equal to, our lower limit is 2, upper limit is 4, and here is the equation, 25 minus x squared dx. And now we solve for the integral, so this is going to be, no, right, the pi also, don't forget, pi 25x minus x cubed over 3, as x goes to 2 and the upper is to 4. Now we substitute the values. Get here 25, 4, so this is 100 minus 2, 8, so substitute 4 here, 100, and here 4, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 cubed is 64, and then over 3 minus the lower limit, so 25 times 2, we get 50, and 2 cubed is 8 over 3. Now to solve for this value, we get pi 100 over 60. Use your calculator to solve for this. We will get 94 over 3. So our answer is 94 over 3 pi. Okay, for the next problem, we have this. Our lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 9, as you can see in the graph, with this graph until 9.9. And then again, we just have to find the square root of the f of x with these equations. So we get 2 square root of y squared, so we get 4 y, and now we will substitute it to the area. So now here we got 0, 9, and then okay, one correction, I've been saying all the time is area, but what I meant is the volume, because we're calculating for the volume, so this should be V, and this shouldn't be A, it's V, I'm sorry, I stand corrected for that. Now we go back here, our volume, sorry, so here we have pi 4y. Now we do the integral of this, so we get 4 pi and then y squared over 2 when y goes from 0 to 9. So we will have 4 pi, and here we get y squared over 2, so 9 squared over 2. We get 4 pi 81 over 2. If we calculate this in a calculator, we get 162 pi. Okay, now next we are here. It says that when x is equal to 0, so this equation will be 0, we will get y squared minus y squared plus y is equal to 0. Now, if we can find the values of y, which makes it 0, we can find the upper and lower limit. So just calculate it, and we get y is equal to 0 and 1. That will be our upper limit and lower limit. Now the next one is solve for the so this will be y squared. So square this, we get y squared minus 2y cubed plus y over 4. Alright, now we do it just like what we did before. We get the volume is equal to upper and lower limit 0, 1 pi, and then the f of y squared 2y cubed plus y raised to 4. Now we find the integral of each values. So pi here, and we get y cubed over 3 minus 2y to the 4 over 4 is y fifth over fifth, as y goes from 0 to 1. And now we will input the values. So we here, so this 0, everything else will be 0. So we just add here 1/3. Then this is gonna be 2 over 4, 1/2. This will be 1 over 5 and minus 0. So we have this. And now by using the calculator here, we get pi over 30, or 1 over 30 pi. That's what we get. Now we have these two equations of y. So to find the values of x, we must equate them to each other. So here we will have 5 is equal to 1/4 x squared plus x squared. 5 over 4 x squared minus 5 is equal to 0. So we will have this, and in this equation the values of x that will make it 0 is equal to minus 2 and 2. Yeah. Now here, so now here we have the equation of volume is equal to pi, and then here we get the f of x squared minus g of x squared. So we're gonna have pi, our f of x is 5 minus x squared minus 1 over 4 x squared dx. So by evaluating the value of this, put the pi out, and we know the upper limit and lower limit, so this is minus 2 and 2. We get here, square this, 25. We get here minus 10x squared plus x to the 4th minus, here we get the square of this is 1 over 16 x raised to 4 dx. And now, so for the, make it combine the terms, we get 15x to the 4 over 16 minus 10x squared plus 25 dx. And moving here, we get it. Have to solve for the integral. So here pi, here 15x to 4 over 16, we get 3x to the 5th over 16, simplifying it, minus 10x cubed over 3, of course, and then 25x. As x from minus 2 to 2, we get pi here. So minus 2 to 2, and substitute the value here to 3 times 3 2 raised to 5 over 16 is 10. 2 raised to 3 over 3 plus 2 times 25, we get 50. So we get, and the minus 2 here, we can just put it out because it would just be the same, because the same value, just different sign. But we have the absolute value, so solving this, we get 88 over 3. So we get the volume is 176 over 3 pi. Now for problem number 10, we have this equation. We have y0 and x is equal to 2. We substitute 2 in this equation, we get 1/4 times 2 squared. So this will be 4 over 4, we get 1. We have the upper and the lower limit. And after that, we solve the value of x in terms of y from this equation. So we get here y, so times 4 is equal to x squared. So square it, we get x is equal to square root of 4, 2, then square root of y. Now we have the f of g and the f of x and the g of x. Or here we use y. So the pi here minus g of y squared. So substitute it here. V pi, our lower limit is 0 and here 1. We get f of x is here x equal to, so just 2 squared minus 2 square root of y squared dy, our f of y and g of y. And here we get pi 0, 1, get 4 minus square this 4y dy. Here we get pi, and the integral is of this will be actually 4y, or we can still put 4 here, but here we just get y. Put the 4 out, so here plus 1. Oh, our 4y here is negative, so minus y plus 1, as y goes from 0 to 1. So substituting the value, we get 4 pi y. No, I'm sorry. Get here 4, so we remove the 4, we get y here, and then this will be 4 here, so y squared over 2, and now here substitute the values here, so 1 minus 1 squared is just 1 over 2, and the other half is 0, so just 0 here. We get 4 pi 1/2. The answer, the volume is 4 pi over 2 2 pi. That's it. Thank you.